Hey everybody, it's Kimosabi here. Figured I'd make an update video and kind of recap what I've been discussing for the past few days, since there's been some complaints that the microphone's not great, so I decided to get another microphone. Keep in mind, I'm a trader, I'm not a streamer. I'm just trying to help you guys out, so I do the best I can. But anyway, let's get into this. Um, Previous video, I was talking about market symmetry and how these legs match, like matching this one with this one. Those match to the one-to-one fib extension if you measure them, and this correction is matching this correction pretty well, being 150 days there and 144 days up there. 144 being a very important fib number that WD Gann used to use. Um, it was very important in his trading, so keep that in mind for future use. I do believe this rally right here was 144 days as well. And I'm expecting what comes after to be roughly 144 days from that low, if it does indeed rally. So in working with the market symmetry, I'm using this as my center and kind of working everything outward like that. So what comes next in the sequence for me, assuming these patterns are going to match, should be this area right here, should come out right here in reverse. So what I'd like to do is zoom in on this little section right here and kind of get an idea of what it could possibly look like here so that we know what we're working with. So if we're matching this area right here, this area I'm connecting with the $49,000 low that Bitcoin just did about a week and a half ago. And what we got out of it was kind of this move, and now we're doing this sideways chopping consolidation. So what I would expect after that consolidation is a break in the opposite direction of this, which would be up from the consolidation. But how long would the consolidation be? Let's take a measurement from the proposed area that I'm matching. This would be hilarious if this works perfectly, but from the 49,000 low to the finish of the consolidation, I've got 23 bars right there. So let's zoom into our current consolidation here. And we will take 23 bars from that low. 23 bars. Brings us to the 28th of August. I think that had confluence with my Ichimoku cloud idea of when the breakout should occur. So if this does indeed chop around in this area, it may only bottom out again on the 28th of August, which is kind of the cycle timing area that I was kind of looking for anyway, before actually going up in September, as opposed to what I've been kind of seeing in the Twitter feed where September is not the most optimum month. Well, guess what? We're going to be surprised again on this Bitcoin rally. It's going to keep doing the opposite of what everybody expects. So it likely wants to just chop you to death. But yeah, we do have a series of lower lows and lower highs, but let's mark this off again like we did last time. And that was the daily kind of demand block that I had there. Still have liquidity below, but there was demand that came in right there. Comes back right at it, back tests it. It's not necessarily going to just rocket up from there, but it usually is a bounce point where you can get some upward price action. And the same thing goes for any down candles. If you see that in the opposite direction, you can definitely get some down candles afterwards. So let's zoom into the lower time frame, like the 1 hour chart. And last time we decided to put a box around this area of consolidation. I had something like this, and I had that daily order block marked off right there. So that's why I was interested in that. And the waves kind of played out, ABC, the way I was kind of saying. And then that leg matched that leg. And then I was matching that leg with that leg. They match to the 1-to-1. They don't look quite right, but they worked for the trade setup. It took liquidity right there, dropped right down, matching that. So I kind of saw that as a completed pattern. But since this isn't really doing much, I'm wondering if we have a different pattern. I have seen markets sometimes where this pattern will actually get matched like that. And then you got another leg down. I don't like that, but could happen. But the way that I trade the box here is we took out that liquidity, came back up. There's your entry. There's your stop loss. Haven't really reached a take profit yet, but I'm hoping it goes up there soon. I've raised my stop losses from these entries into break even and into profit. So I'm expecting at least this liquidity should be taken, but eventually this one gets taken as well. We still do have a little bit of liquidity down here, and any break below this, that becomes my target. And then if you get, say you get price action that comes down there, it takes all that liquidity, sweeps it all, pops back up, this would become my stop loss. Because any break below that thereafter, and you're targeting those lows at 49K, and then the pattern is likely going down instead of up. But for now, I'd like to target this liquidity up here. I wonder if it's going to match that pattern from 20K where it went inverse, like we were just looking at. If so, you had the rally up, then you had sideways, then you would technically have another up, and then sideways again into the 28th. So that could be the target for some kind of weird looking ABC. I don't know. I think they want to make this look like an ABC to get potential people that trade Elliott wave to short it, because it'll look like a 3-wave move. It's kind of my anticipation, but we will see what they give it. It sure would be nice to get a close above this high. Then you can start an uptrend. I was looking at a 4-hour sell block up there, so that would potentially be a take profit. Then this becomes some kind of weird move like that. Maybe it comes back down. But usually when you come in a consolidation box like that and you break the low, quite often you will take the liquidity at the top of the box. So that's my expectation for now, but there is a sell set up right there, right before the breakdown. I think it's a 4-hour order block, so that would be a place where supply would come in, so that would be a take profit, and then we see what we get from there. But you will have potentially a higher high close. Look for the higher low, maybe. We'll see what kind of thing sets up. But you are building a lot of liquidity up here. I'd expect that to be taken eventually. It doesn't have to, but if this comes down and grabs this liquidity, it might shoot right up. You really got to love this game. You have to understand what you're doing and what you're looking at. And usually on the small time frames like this, you're just going from liquidity to liquidity. I'm personally trying to build a position for going higher. So I am leaving on probably half my positions when I do take profit and raise my stop loss to break even, protect your capital. Any break below here, and we're targeting this liquidity. But right now I'm targeting upper liquidity. We'll see what we get. Quick little refresher on that Ichimoku Cloud video, in case you guys didn't hear it. So this is the lagging span. This yellow line is just price action that's going up, offset 26 bars in the past, and it tends to give you your breakouts. So when it closed above this candle, that was your breakout earlier in this run. Same thing here. This yellow got above price. As soon as your lagging span gets above price and you get a breakout, that usually leads to good things. And we have the same thing here. Lagging span above price as you're breaking out. Looks good. Take it up. And price comes back down. We have the lagging span breaking out and back tested price and stayed above it. So that was a good run, and the whole way up, lagging span stays above price until right here. So you're bearish here, and then you got back above with the lagging span, went back above price as you're breaking out again up to current consolidation area. So the idea was, before we have a breakout, assuming some kind of cycle low or a cycle inversion right here, depending on how you're counting your cycles, this lagging span is going to have to get here or potentially here, so that I would measure how long we have until that happens. We are currently at 13 bars at the earliest. So measuring from current price, 13 bars out, brings us to August 30th. So around August 28th, August 30th, September 5th, somewhere in that pocket, you would have some kind of mid-cycle low. It seems that the price likes to find the low at the beginning of every month. That may have something to do with BlackRock with their redemptions or whatever. They take in money for the ETFs, and they just whoosh price down at the beginning of every month to fill their bags or to convert those orders that they received. I think they have a 55-day timing period where they have to redeem those. So could be something. But yeah, as soon as this lagging span gets above price and we get a breakout, it'll look like a good breakout and take it up. Targeting initially roughly 88,000 to 94,000. We will check the waves as it progresses, but hope that was helpful. Hopefully the microphone's working really well. Let me know what you guys think. Like and subscribes. Do your worst.